So, dear class, a student recently went to Behance.net, as everyone should, and he was looking through ideas and examples, and he came across a cool thing, and he wanted to know how to do it, and we figured it out, and I wanted to show you guys how to do it. So, I'm going to do the share screen, and again, quick plug, please go to unsplash.com. This is not it. This is just a separate funny ad. Let's see here. Okay, so we found this example on Behance.net, and there's this big cool shadow coming out of the letters. And then this is kind of ultimately his project, and we figured out how to do it, and you could add to as much or as little as you want. You know, on his, there's not a texture. On the original one, there is. And so I don't know if you can notice or not, but it's got like a subtle texture in there. And there's also like a subtle line that breaks up the typography or the letters from the shadows. So anyway, just keep that in mind. You can do that if you want. As far as how to do it, so, okay, we're just doing our own local version. So we have the word Auburn. Just typed it out. And I'm only going to select around the very bottom part, just like the tip bottom, like right there. And then go to either Edit Copy or Command C. So Edit Copy or Command C. So it only copies that part. So when we go to Command V or Edit Paste, either way, here's where it pastes this right here. And the trick is, I'm just going to move it down like just a little bit lower than the letters, and then hit Command T. If I don't hold Shift, it's going to overexpand it, and that's kind of a problem. So I am going to hit Shift, and it's going to just stretch it basically straight down. I'd like to, if anything, maybe overdo it, like stretch it off the screen a little bit. And let me zoom out. So here's the thing. This goes straight down. Remember the reference, the source, it comes out like the perspective. It looks like they're walking on it. And so we'll do the same thing. On the layer that we made the stretched out bottom of the letters, we'll go to Edit, Transform, and then Perspective. Edit, Transform, Perspective, and then we can just stretch it out as much as you would like. I mean, you can really let it go there. And then here's the thing. If you do want it to have like a border of some sort, and just move it around until it seems right, you can make a new blank layer, and I could do a gradient, and let me make it where it's like black fading into invisibility, and then click and drag that upward, and let's see here. Let me make it where it's a lot lighter than this, and maybe I only want it to be on the letters at the top, so I'll just select around the part where I don't want it and hit delete. And I mean, you know, the sky's the limit. You could add texture to it. You could add shading to it. You could leave it off. Just leave it clean. You can move it. It's editable until you're pleased with it. And so it's got legs that you could kind of walk on and tweak a little bit. One thing just to kind of keep in mind, maybe I selected a little too much from the U and the B. And because they're curved, they don't fit as perfectly as normal. So I don't know. I like to review on these things. This time when I review it, I'm going to go and make it a little smaller at the bottom. So once more, we just have the letters. I'm going to select around, I mean, just a teeny, tiny sliver of the bottom, like so small, and go to Command C or Edit Copy, and then Command V or Edit Paste. And this time you'll see it's even smaller, right? Like that. So we'll go to Command T or Edit Free Transform, take your pick, and now we'll stretch them out. Again, I would like it to go off the canvas. Let me move this up so that it can. And let's just stretch it upward like this. This one I think is going to be better, the teeny tiny one. And when I zoom out, I can get the part that's off here. Again, it's Edit, Transform, Perspective. And mercy, it's lower than I realized it was. Let me shrink it down a tiny bit more. Edit, Transform, Perspective, and then we'll just increase this as much as we see fit. And the good news is you can do free transform again and make it go even more so off the screen. So let me zoom back in and get a good look at it. There we go. This one may look, if anything, a tiny bit better. Here's one version of it. Here's one version of it. The less curved the letters are, probably the better it'll be. And so, and again, sky's the limit. You can tweak it. You can change the magnitude of it, change the opacity of it, things like that. So there we go. And again, the source, you could add texture to it. We could make it drop off again. You want to do that real quick? You want to make it drop off real quick at the bottom of ours? Why not? We have time. So here's the thing. I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit and select around this part right here and hit delete. Sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. Delete. And then we would just do one that's vertical to match it. So like that. I'm going to hold shift and get this one. Hold shift and get mercy. Get this one. And then on a new and separate layer, just so it's controllable, we'll paint that in. Look at that. We did it. We made it go one angle and then another. Okay, that's probably good for now. If you buzzards have any questions, just holler. And okay, remember this upcoming week's project, we're doing a local restaurant ad, and we're going to see, we're going to send it to them in real life and see which ones get used on their social media and things like that. So if y'all have any questions, just holler. Have a good weekend.